Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 233. 233 of Some Shit We Like.
That's what the notes in Google Keep say.
Yes, it is. Google Keep. It's something good. You should really use it.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Today is mostly going to be E3 talk. We're usually here. We talk about movies, video games, technology.
All kinds of shit.
Oh, shit we like. That's what we're called. So if you can't watch us all live here, we put all the shows up on YouTube, section them off into different sections, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday, the full show. So,
and if you don't want to stare at our ugly mugs, you can listen to us purely audio every Tuesday on iTunes, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
It's still iTunes.
Podcasts. It's Apple Podcast. People don't get podcasts through iTunes anymore. Everybody just does it through their phone. So
pretty much, yeah. There's
Apple
like third-party apps. So
yeah,
and Stitcher. We're on Stitcher, and I'm sure we're on a few other ones. Sorry, forgot to mute that.
Anywhere you can find podcasts, we should be there. Just search SSWL Network.
Yeah. And if you want it the easier way, just follow us on Twitter at Some Shit We Like or on Instagram at SSWL. Links are right above us. Just go there.
Yeah.
Anyways, as I said, we are here to talk about nothing but E3. So
yeah.
If you want to hear my review of All Eyes on Me, come back next week and we'll have that ready for you. Or just subscribe to us on YouTube and then it'll be there separate. So yeah, E3, man.
What a season! What a season! Man,
I have a lot of mixed feelings about it.
I don't necessarily have mixed feelings.
Not me, yeah. It seems like there's a mixed feelings in general.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I guess I'll just go right into the little rant I have here.
So rant first, then we get into topics.
Yeah. Like every year, you would think we're far enough into this, and there's people that have been covering the video games industry long enough to where we don't have to listen to this bullshit about who won E3, who won the press conferences, who won the press conferences.
Yeah.
But it never fails. That's all we ever hear about is like,
who won E3?
Oh, man. And it's funny because now that they're all spread out, EA went on Saturday, Bethesda went on Sunday, so did Microsoft.
Bethesda went on
Sunday.
I thought it was Saturday.
No, E3 was Saturday. I mean, EA was Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
Microsoft and Bethesda went Sunday. Sony and Ubisoft went Monday, and Nintendo did their little thing Tuesday morning. So everything is spread out. So it's at a point now where as soon as it's over, oh man, that was the best thing I saw. And then it's like, and then when the next one comes, man, EA sucked. Microsoft killed it. Man, Microsoft sucked. Sony killed it. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
We are at a point where the people, this whole who won E3 crap, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And there was so many people, like I saw different streams and different people I follow in the video games industry that cover video games for a living, and they got sucked right into the trap again. And it really bummed me out because during the Microsoft thing, they were talking about, everything is 4K, everything is 60 frames per second on Xbox One X, which is what the Scorpio is called now. And that's cool. That's fine. But Microsoft is going to run into the same problem they ran into with the 360. They kept hollering about HD gaming, HD gaming, HD gaming, HD gaming. People got tired of hearing the term HD because in 2005, people had not adopted HD yet. In 2017, people have not adopted 4K yet. But that's a whole different problem. But the thing I'm talking about is like everybody's like, oh, that game. People who are watching it on a stream, not on a 4K television, but watching the press conference through a stream, commenting on it, we're like, that game looks real good. Spoilers, guys. Games look real good right now. All games look really good.
Really, yeah.
It's one of those things where like, okay, yes, if you're a frame rate whore and you want that 60 frames per second, awesome. If you have a 4K TV and the resolution matters that much to you, it's there for you. But every game Microsoft showed was like, oh, that game looks real good. And it's like, yeah, but so did the games that came out last year. So did the games that are coming out right now. So did the games that are come out 2 years ago. Everything looks really good right now. And to get caught up in the, ooh, that looks real good when you're not even watching it at 4K or at 60 frames a second, it's like, come on, man, chill out. And then the other thing that really bummed me out, someone I'm going to mention by name because it really bothered me. Tim Geddes was talking about the press conferences on Kind of Funny. They did like a wrap up every day of everything.
Yeah, I watched some of it.
something he said really rubbed me the wrong way. And it's part of the problem with internet culture and social media culture right now to begin with. And they're always, kind of funny, they're always talking about how can we get away from this culture? How can we get to a point where we form our own opinions? And Tim Geddes straight up said, like, you know, people go watch E3 and they watch the press conferences. And it's like when you go to a movie with a group of friends and a trailer comes on. And after the trailer's over, you look over and you kind of feel out the room and see how do we feel about this trailer before. It's like, no, feel about the trailer how you feel about the trailer. This fucking mob mentality bullshit is stupid. Like, oh man, my 3 friends really liked that game. I didn't like it, but since they did, I'm going to say it was awesome. Like, that's not the point of anything. Yeah. Whether it's, you know, video games or movies or books or music, everything is subjective. There's things about those mediums that are objectively good or bad, but how you feel about it and whether you like it or not is completely subjective. And to get caught up in this whole, well, let's read the room. How does everybody feel about the price point?
I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be playing it.
Exactly.
So it's really your opinion that matters. If you share that opinion with someone else, great. If you don't, then you don't.
So, like, I don't know. It really bothered me. And I was like, man, you're completely missing the point, Tim. You're completely missing the point. If you thought that Spider-Man trailer looked dope and nobody else did, fuck them. You thought it looked dope. By the way, that Spider-Man trailer looked dope. But that's just an example. Like, it just really bothered me that he completely subscribes to that whole mob mentality that let's feel the room and see how everybody else feels about it before I say. I was like, yeah, man, you're missing the point of art as a form of expression and as a medium. Any kind of art. Completely missing the point. And that really bothered me. And to keep hearing guys go, oh, these games look real good. And it's like, yeah, in 2013, you guys all thought Shadow of Mordor was the greatest looking thing on the planet. And it looked really good. But here we are 3 years later, and these games, yes, they're getting smoother around the edges. Yes, they're getting the power of these boxes tapped out and everything runs a little bit smoother. But something that Colin Moriarty always talked about with video games is like, we're at a point in video games where all it is visual fidelity upgrades. Because nothing is happening in video gaming right now that couldn't happen on the PS2. As far as mechanics, as far as video games, like we had Grand Theft Auto 3. We had for the time, a massive open world where you can go do anything you want on the PS2, Grand Theft Auto 3. And now you have games like Grand Theft Auto 5 that are just that, but blown up, and they look a lot nicer.
You're losing me. Elaborate on what do you mean by PS2? Because PS2 didn't have that great graphics like we got now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the only thing that's changed. Mechanically, video games have not changed.
The way it controls, the way
they control what you're doing, how you do it. There are people out there that are trying to make strides in that world, like, and they always get shit for it. Guys like David Cage. Yes, it's basically an adventure game, 3D. Games like Heavy Rain and Beyond and Detroit Become Human. They're like, everybody always knocks them because like, oh, these are just adventure games. Yeah, but he's trying to do something different from what you get every single day. There's 100 first-person shooters that come out. There's 100 third-person action adventure games that come out. There's 100 games with RPG elements that come out. And it's like, yeah, but we could do all of that 25 years ago. Nothing has changed other than the visual fidelity of video games. And
you gotta give it to audio too.
Yeah,
you got a nice sound system. I mean, audio.
We had CD quality audio on PS2. Like it's one of those things where like I agree. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but at the same time you cannot.
It's more about storytelling now,
and that's something that I wanted to talk about because people are trying to tell stories in video games now more so than they used to. I mean, we've talked about our aha moments with video games, and I think for you and I both, it was Metal Gear, where we're like, oh man. Games can do so much more than just this. They can try and tell you this cool sci-fi military story, you know? Like, and games are trying to do that. Games are trying to tell stories now, but we're having like a flip again where games are not telling stories again. Now it's about the stories that happen to you while playing a game. Games like Overwatch where it's like, oh man, I got this cool multi-kill, or games like Destiny, man, that strike was so cool and this random weapon I got, this was so rad. It's like, you're all doing the same stuff, but it's about how you go about it rather than the story that is being told to you in video games. There are still some companies that are trying to tell you big, elaborate stories in video games. You know, companies like Naughty Dog. what they showed of Spider-Man. Apparently, Insomniac is trying to tell stories, and even though I don't necessarily like the way their games play anymore, Telltale Games with their their adventure games are trying to tell you a story, and I think people need to focus more on that and less on who won E3 and gauging the room to see how everybody else feels about it. How do you feel about it? You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's what we're here to tell you, is how we feel about this game and how what we think. We might not agree, but we can respect each other's opinions.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of game you like, and this is the kind of game, let's say, I like. Whatever it's adventure, FPS, or
racing games, sports games, whatever it is. Man. Real quick, I want to say before we really get, there was really nothing I saw where I was like, man, like everything I saw was like, yeah, that looks really cool. That looks.
Yeah. So I guess we should just hop into it then. Should we start with Microsoft or PlayStation?
I kind of want to start with Nintendo, actually.
Nintendo, really?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Let's jump right into it. I recently, obviously, you guys know I have a Nintendo now, so and Bryce too, but he's away right now. But I know me and him are excited from what I've talked to him as far as what's coming out.
That Mario Rabbids game looks fucking cool, man. That looks really cool.
It looks cool, but not for me.
Yeah, it's a turn-based strategy game, similar to like an XCOM or like a front mission game on the old
I'll give it a
PS2,
shot if there's a demo, but honestly, like
the humor
really behind it. I love the humor behind it. Like, I'm not too familiar with the rabbits.
They're basically minions before minions were a thing.
That's what I kind of thought, because I remember they had their own games, right?
Yes.
If I remember correctly, it was for.
They started with for the Wii. They started with inside the Rayman universe. So it was Rayman's Raving Rabbids, then it kind of took off, and so they made a bunch of games. They had one for Xbox Connect that was kind of meh, but there was a point where like they were gonna have a cartoon, and I think the cartoon only lasted a little while, but they had a full-on animated series with just the Rabbids. It got real big, but this game I thought it looked really cool. Again, I'm not a turn-based strategy guy, but God, it looked cool.
It looked really cool.
I like the art style, and I think it's cool that Nintendo branched out and was like, "Here, Ubisoft, make something with our property."
Yeah, which it seems to be growing in that direction, as far as slowly but surely. It looks like they're kind of jumping off to. I mean, they've had their third-party developers as far as that goes, but like with major.
But allowing those developers access to their world, their universe, if you will.
Like Skyrim coming to the Switch,
right?
Which is a big seller for my coworker, because that's really what he wants to play.
See, I can't get excited about an 8-year-old game just because the version of it that's coming to Switch is the 8-year-old version. It's not the remaster from last year, but they did add like Link amiibo.
They did add Link amiibo.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's awesome. I would play Skyrim as Link. Like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. But more of the current titles as far as what they showed us. Yeah, they showed that. I'm not really a turn-based. Well, I mean, I am, but I'm not.
Right.
This just didn't really appeal to me.
Yeah, tactical turn-based games.
But I'm not giving it a shot.
So I used to play a lot of chess when I was younger, and that's basically what these style of games are. So I'm kind of interested to get back into it.
Oh, you put it that way. That kind of turns my knob a little.
Yeah, I'll turn your knob. Where's Ryan? Making the
I don't know where that came from. Lately, I'm just saying some weird things, like in chat, which I'll get to what I said to Bryce about a certain property, which deals with Nintendo. But I guess when you put it that way, maybe I'll definitely play with it. But I couldn't say it popped out to me when I watched it.
Mario Odyssey
looks fucking gorgeous.
That looks so cool. I like the idea of the hat. Like,
that was weird. Yeah. That was weird, but it like intriguing as well too.
It seems like you don't play as Mario. You play as the hat. Is kind of what it feels like.
That's the character. So we definitely got a shit ton of more Mario Odyssey gameplay footage, and that thing looked freaking amazing. Yeah, like it just really looks cool. Nice. The fact that you can just throw your hat at whatever, pretty much turn into that, and then control that is amazing. Yeah. That's definitely definitely a new take on something. Like when he get into like a suit or something. Now he's actually going into that physical object, which is insane. Yeah. Like my favorite part was when he threw the hat onto the T-Rex.
Yeah.
And then he turned into a fucking T-Rex.
Mustache and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I get the mustache and the hat on
Yeah.
on everything he jumps into, which is weird.
That game looks so cool. I said it when they showed it off at the launch stream they did, launch direct. Like, man, when that game comes out, it's gonna be hard to not want to go buy a Switch. I almost said Wii U. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. I'm sorry, but it's gonna be hard to not want to go get a Switch when that game comes out.
Dude, I can't wait for that game to come out. I really loved playing Super Mario 3D World, or the last one that came out. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun.
And this is like something completely different than that, which is something that
it looks something like completely different, for sure, but almost has that same charm of Mario, which is great.
Yeah, Bryce and I have been screaming for them to do something different with Mario since Galaxy.
And this is definitely different.
Yeah.
Because you're going all around the world.
Yeah. I got tired of 27 new Super Mario Brothers games coming out, and like I was like, just give us a new Mario. Give us a new Mario game. And I think they've kind of taken a couple of styles of Mario and mashed them together for this, and it looks really cool. Looks really cool. So that stuff that's coming out this year. There's Splatoon 2 that's coming out this year.
ARMS just came out yesterday.
ARMS just came out 2 weeks
yesterday.
ago. That was a week ago.
Oh, it was a week ago?
Yeah,
oh, okay. Yeah, because I went to the store to get a
Oh, you know what? No, it was
yesterday.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, oh shit, like you could already buy it. Because I went to GameStop to get a Pro Controller finally.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you get one?
Yeah, it's actually right over there.
Yes, I want to feel that. See how it feels. I want to touch its snout. I want to twist its snout.
And I saw it there and I almost bought it, but I ended up getting Mario Kart Deluxe.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Looks like I know what I'll be doing for the rest of the day.
I bought that. My sister's here actually, and she's actually playing it right now.
Oh, really?
So.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I want to I am interested in ARMS. I don't know if I want to fully buy it yet. I don't see demos inside.
I don't think that's the game to get. I think people are buying it because they want something to play right now. And I hear the same thing about it that I hear about Smash Brothers. Oh, it's super fun when you're playing and there's depth to it. And it's like, yeah, but that's not for me. I would have I'm glad they tried something new, but I would have much rather them made a Punch-Out game. A new Punch-Out than ARMS. Because essentially that's Punch-Out.
Basically, it seems like a Rock'em Sock'em Robot type of game.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of want to play the demo first before I want to fully throw down, what is it, $50 or $60 on it? I think the games are $50, right?
It's 50, I think.
Yeah, I think the games are 50.
Well, some games are more, but I think that's 50. So yeah, Rocket League coming to the Switch.
Oh yeah, Rocket League,
dude.
That's huge in my opinion. Not only that, cross-platform
with PC and
console. Yeah,
not PS4.
Not PS4?
No, PS4 is only cross-playable with PC. There's some really sketchy stuff that I want to talk about. Yeah, so check this out. Like the Minecraft game that's coming to Switch. So
it's already there.
Microsoft owns Minecraft. They own it.
Yeah.
So it's weird that a Microsoft published game is on a Nintendo platform. So what they're going to be doing though is they're integrating the online. So to make sure your worlds are all synced with all the rest of Minecraft, you sign into an Xbox Live account essentially.
Through the Switch?
You basically log into an Xbox Live account through the Switch, and it makes everything the same. Sony doesn't want to do that. Sony's like, no thanks. We don't want a third-party online system. I think that shows that Nintendo understands where they're at and what they need to do to kind of win the hearts and minds, I guess, if you want to call, of gamers. It's like, hey, Rocket League, only 720p, but only 720p because we want 60 frames per second on it. So because it's got to be 60 frames because it's a competitive game. Yeah.
So it has 60 frames.
Yeah, 60 frames per second, both handheld and on the dock.
Okay.
But it's only 720p, which is who cares?
Who
fucking cares? Who cares about the P's? Yeah. So Rocket League, and then the stuff with Minecraft with the Mario expansions that are coming to it.
Yeah,
that looks really cool.
I almost want to pick up Minecraft.
Yeah,
I'm a little curious.
I got stupid excited about Minecraft.
Gooby playing it, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I got super stupid excited about Minecraft during the Microsoft press conference, and I'll talk about that when we get there. And it was like, oh man, why am I excited about Minecraft? I don't care about Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's like stuff that's coming out this year. That's coming out now. Then Microsoft or Nintendo finally tipped their hat at some stuff that's in development. A Yoshi game.
We saw the Yoshi game.
That
That's
looks
right.
Papercraft, which looks or not paper. Yeah, kind of paper
Like
crafty.
paperish. Yeah.
Looks really cool.
You can switch between the two sides,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I love that.
Kirby, which I'm very excited
We
about.
did get a Kirby.
So they actually showed footage.
That's
of
what
those.
that was one of your expectations that you wanted,
I wanted
right?
Kirby.
You wanted a Kirby, and there you go.
Yeah, I love Kirby, man. So those I think are a little closer than the other games we're going to talk about because they actually showed some kind of footage, even if it was just a pre-rendered trailer or whatever. They showed footage. I'm thinking that stuff is going to be rolling out in 2018. But then
Kirby, I think it is 2018.
Then they showed some stuff that everybody got excited for. That's way far away, guys. Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, they just showed the title. That's all.
All they showed was a logo. So and it's not Retro Studios, the guys that did Metroid Prime before. Retro is working on something different that they haven't announced or talked about yet.
Can't say I played a lot of Metroid.
Metroid Prime on GameCube and then on the Wii were awesome games. Super fucking awesome.
I heard they're really good, yeah.
Metroid Prime 4, everybody wanted a new Metroid. I don't know if Metroid Prime 4 is what they wanted. I think they kind of wanted something different. But whatever. Metroid Prime 4, cool. Everybody got super hype about that. And I think that's fun to be excited and hype about stuff. But you got to realize that I think that they were waiting to see how this first 6 months of sales shake out for the Switch before they start putting things into production. Like they had pre-production. They had teams ready to go. But I don't think anything even started production on Metroid probably until a couple of months ago when they realized, all right, yeah, this thing sold really well. Let's get these games into production.
I wouldn't know.
So I think that's like at least 2 years away at the very least, unless they rush something out. And then a game they didn't even show a logo for, but they just had somebody say, oh, by the way, we're working on a full-on Pokemon for Switch.
Pokemon straight for Switch.
That's to me is probably as far away as like Last of Us Part 2
4 years maybe.
and Death Stranding, and like that is not coming anytime soon.
Yeah,
no way.
This goes into the conversation I had with Bryce because Bryce like, oh, did you see the Nintendo? I'm like, oh yeah, I did. Like blah blah blah. We were talking about it. You know, we talked about the Rabbids one, and I was like, yeah, it looks alright. Like, aren't you excited about Pokemon Direct game? I'm like, oh yeah, I am. And then I said, don't tickle my balls now just so you can make me come 4 years later.
That I don't think it'll be 4 years, but it's gonna be.
Well, I know it's not gonna be 4 years, but I was just trying to make a point. And then I even typed, I don't know where the fuck that came from, but I thought that was like,
don't twist my knobs.
Yeah, there you go. Don't twist my knobs.
But yeah, dude. Like, also, of course they're working on a Pokemon game. That's not news. Like, I'm glad they said something. Yeah. I'm glad they said something, but
we don't even get a logo or nothing. It's like,
just
why?
a guy sitting at a computer going, hey, we're working on Pokemon, guys.
Everybody knows that they're going to be working on something like that.
Yeah.
So why even fucking tease us like that? Just keep your mouth shut and bring it out on the next fucking Nintendo Direct when you got something to show.
I think Nintendo.
That's just my opinion.
Nintendo's
guys.
Been doing
that's just my opinion.
A great job.
And I'm a big Pokemon fan.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job of, hey, these are all games that are coming out real soon, and I feel like that the Switch doing really well. I think got really excited. And we're like, put this into production. Let's tell everybody that we're working on these games. And now in 6 months, they're going to be like, fuck, we shouldn't have said anything yet, guys. Because all right, Nintendo overall, I thought had a really strong showing. Really strong showing.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, they're doing a Metroid 2 remake for 3DS, but if you want to play a good Metroid 2 remake, there's already one out there.
Switch. Oh, you just meant, okay, I thought you meant they were going to try to sway them to get the Switch.
No, there's
everyone wants to Switch.
Last year, we talked about it a little bit. There's a game called AM2R, which is another Metroid 2 remake, where people had taken Metroid 2, which was a Game Boy game, and then used technology from some of the side-scrolling 3D or DS games and kind of rebuilt the game to make it look better. And a lot of people played it because, again, it's not something you can get legally because it's a Nintendo property. But there's ways to play it, and people said, yo, this is really freaking awesome. Really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that now Nintendo's like, yeah, we're doing a Metroid 2 remake too. After they're like, yo, get this shit off the internet. But you can still get it. You should check it out if you like Metroid at all on the 8-bit and 16-bit
I don't think I've ever even played.
Really? Oh, man, Metroid is so much fun.
I don't think I ever played Metroid.
But yeah, man, Nintendo to me was like, I came out of watching that going, man, that's a good showing. And then some of the stuff they showed on the Treehouse stuff, I was like, wow, they're all in. From day one on the Wii U, they were not all in. They talked about being all in, and then 3 months later, when they didn't sell any units, right away it was like, everybody pull out, including Nintendo. And now with the Switch and it doing so well, it's like, all right, we're pushing all our chips back in. Let's do this. And I'm really excited about the games that are going to come out. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 looks really dope. It's an RPG, action adventure RPG. It looks really cool. But yeah, they showed a bunch of really cool stuff, man.
They showed some great stuff, and definitely got me excited. But at the same time,
the stuff that's far away is like,
it's like, why?
Yeah.
But I guess I can understand because they want to bring in more developers and bring in new IPs. Even I'm sure. They got a ton of their own stuff too that I'm sure they're going to eventually put out. Yeah. But it's awesome to have a new system right now. That's for sure. Especially when pretty much sky's the limit right now for what they're going to put on there. Especially what the Switch is capable of doing.
Yeah. It's definitely capable of some amazing experiences.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for Pokemon, but I didn't like
that's going to be so far away.
Okay, I know I want to get my rant on this. Like,
go for it.
They should have held off, waited for Nintendo Direct, or maybe even the Tokyo Game Show. Just like keep silent, and then just fucking drop it like J.J. Abrams, like nothing, you know.
If they had something, they should have. But if they didn't have anything yet, they shouldn't have talked about it yet either. Like,
yeah. Which, if they talked about it, means that they do have something,
right.
But they just want to wait for the right moment to shine. Yeah. It's kind of like because I was watching some of IGN's stream as well, and as well as Kind of Funny too, and they were talking about like everything that they talked about at E3, we kind of already know because they mentioned it in either a press release or something. So there was really no like whoa moment, you know, which I think that's something that Nintendo could have done is held off on the Pokemon announcement and then save it for like Tokyo Game Show and just like drop it, you know, and say do whatever, and then everyone can blow their lids. You know, I feel like there's nothing like that.
Pikachu in HD.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
either way, I'm excited.
I'm not like just a character model. Like it's like, hey, look what we're working on.
Like a BTS type of some footage or featurette of some kind.
Not some guy looking at a computer screen.
Yeah. Either way, like don't get me wrong. Like I'm excited for it. I love it. I can't wait for it. But I think it could have went a different direction. Other than that, like I'm excited. I'm really fucking excited.
I think that was one of the major problems that E3 had going for it this year.
Okay, so this is end of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm making marks for myself.
That's fine. But yeah, similar to what you said, like that was kind of like the theme I kept reading about or hearing about or seeing when I was watching coverage is like, there was no WoW announcements. It's like, all right, but when they do the WoW announcement, you complain that they're so far out. When they did the Shenmue 3 announcement, it's like, well, that ain't coming for 5 years. And it's like, well, okay, fine then. And Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo all said, okay, we hear you. You like the WoW announcements, but you don't want to wait so long for them. We're going to chill out on that. And this year, Microsoft showed stuff that's coming out in 2017 and 2018. Sony, for the most part, showed stuff that's coming out in 2017 and 2018. I mean, there's some,
which is great, I think.
With there was no Last of Us 2. There was no Death Stranding.
Yeah.
None of these games that are like far out pipe dreams, they did not show. But then everybody's like, man, we didn't get any more Last of Us, so there was no Death Stranding. It's like, yeah, but if they would have shown that, you would have complained because it's so far away.
Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why they showed.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's cool. If that's the reason why, that's fucking cool.
Spider-Man.
It's better to get excited now for something for next year rather than something for 4 years later or even 3 years later.
So let's move into Sony.
All right, Sony time.
God of War. I'm a fan of God of War 1 and God of War 2. I never played 3, but I played the shit out of the PSP games.
Oh, that's right.
And they're super fun. And this is a complete departure, sort of. The combat looks similar, but the thing that came out about God of War, I think, is something that the film buff in you is going to really like. There is no cuts in God of War. Even in the cutscenes, it's all static. third-person camera. You can move the camera around and stuff like that, but there is no like, here's the cutscene, jump to cut to in front of Kratos and his son, or jump cut to the enemy. Like, it's all, quote, one shot, which I think is very interesting to try and do in video games. I think it's going to be very interesting. They did stuff like that in Batman Arkham Knight, but when it came to the cutscenes, they jumped around. But as far as the gameplay went, like, it was like one sweeping shot all the way through. And God of War is taking that a step further, and it's one sweeping shot all the way through.
Wow.
And it seems very interesting. I like the idea of Norse mythology, and because they did Greek mythology for so long.
I played the first one, the very first God of War.
Yeah.
I never played any of the other ones just because it just wasn't my deal.
Right.
But for the time it was, like, I thought the graphics was amazing.
Yeah.
I know the stories. Most people seem to love the stories, or they love the character.
Yeah, they like the journey of the character.
But yeah, watching this with no sound,
Sony
looking at you, PlayStation. It was interesting. It looked beautiful. It looked fucking gorgeous.
This E3 was very disconcerting to me because I have a major phobia of snakes. And it seemed like every fucking game had a giant snake in it. I'm like, come on, stop it. And the one in God of War had a beard. I'm like, what is going on? Get out of here with this. But yeah, God of War looked really cool, man.
That's definitely going to test your limits.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a game I'll pick up day one, but I'm definitely interested in that. It's funny, you can kind of draw parallels between Sony and Nintendo right now. Nintendo had major success with Breath of the Wild, and it seems like Mario is more of that. Mario Odyssey is more. It's not as open world as Breath of the Wild, but it seems like it's going more that way. I know all these games are kind of in development at the same time. Horizon just happened to come out this year, but a game like God of War looks like it might be a Horizon-esque type of game. And then the next game I'm kind of excited about, Days Gone.
That's the one I missed, huh?
I think so. It's the zombie one with the dude on the motorcycle.
Oh, no, I saw that. I saw that trailer, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That one I got with the sound, finally.
That looks like an open world, survival-ish type of game, like similar to Horizon, similar to God of War.
Days Gone. That sounds so familiar, that title, though.
Yeah. I thought that, too, when they announced that as the title last year.
Wasn't that like Days Gone? Wasn't that like a movie or something?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I feel like it was something. Days Gone.
It might be. It might be a song.
Maybe I'm thinking of
Who knows? It might be a song title.
It might be a title for like a TV episode, perhaps.
Could be. That looked interesting. I like the idea of the World War Z style zombies. They're fast, and they're saying like they're not. The thing that kind of you don't like.
I don't like fast zombies.
Yeah. But the idea of the game seems really cool. It looked really nice, and I'm anxious to kind of give that a shot. Gran Turismo Sport is coming out this year, they claim. I won't believe it until similar to Y the Last Man. I won't believe it until it's in my hands. But I like what they showed. I'm really excited about that. Hey, guess what? Spoilers, those cars look real nice. Everybody's Golf is coming out next month or 2 months in August. I'm super excited about that. Man. Hellblade, which is by Ninja Theory, which are the guys that did Heavenly Sword and Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. And the most recent Devil May Cry game, DMC. Their game coming out. I found out something crazy today that wasn't really talked about. It comes out in August, number 1, which is weird.
Devil May Cry?
No, Hellblade.
Oh, Hellblade.
It comes out in August, and it's $30. Sony's first party games, Everybody's Golf, is only $40. I think Hellblade is $40, not 30. Hellblade is going to be $40. Like, their first party games, they're getting them out there at a lower cost, which I think is strange. But hey, whatever, go for it. Hellblade looks really cool. You should watch the trailer. There's like a 2-minute long trailer they showed. It has a subtitle now, and I can't remember what it is because I only watched the trailer once. Spider-Man. How awesome did Spider-Man look?
That looked freaking awesome. I've played a few Spider-Man games actually on PlayStation throughout the years.
Yes.
And this one looks fucking awesome. This one looks really good. I love the way he's swinging from building to building, the way he like swoops into different like perches.
How quick
It's
and
just like
acrobatic the combat looks.
yes, this is looking very promising, very awesome.
The boss battle they showed looked really cool.
Yeah, very immersive.
And they wanted to stress that is all in game. That is all in game. None of that is pre-rendered cinematic. That is all in game.
Yeah.
What do you think of the suit? I've been hearing a lot of complaints from people about the suit because of the big white spider and the white trim on it.
Honestly, when it comes to like video games like this, like it doesn't bother me just because it's a video game. You know, of course
they're telling their own
shit.
story.
Yeah, you know exactly. Like and even then, like I'm sure you're gonna be able to unlock some or DLC purchase.
Well, they claim that there's upgrade path. So
right, so I'm sure they're gonna be able to change the suits and stuff like that. But other than that, like I don't know, I don't really. That suit looked fine.
Did you hear the big thing everybody's shitting their pants about?
What's that?
That the Spider-Man in the game is Peter Parker, but Miles Morales.
Oh yes, that was like what the fuck? Like I was actually watching it with Tanya, and then like did they just say Miles?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
And then I was watching the Kind of Funny stream after that, and they were wondering the same thing. And yeah, it was confirmed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Miles Morales is in the game.
That's awesome.
They haven't said that you play as him. But then they were like talking about it, how both Peter Parker and Miles Morales exist as Spider-Man right now in the comic book universe.
Yeah, I haven't read reading comics.
I think that's cool. I think that's really cool, man. Like,
I've read the Miles Morales, like a few of the Miles Morales runs. I fucking love it. I think they're brilliant.
Okay.
It's definitely like a defining moment as far as like if they were to like actually officially kill Peter Parker, like I would love to see Miles Morales.
What if they do that in this game? Like what if it's
I'm hoping.
What if it's a big bait and switch and like you end up playing as Miles Morales?
That would be awesome. That would be really awesome because that character is awesome.
Well, they did say that Marvel's very adamant about nobody dying.
That's true. Yeah, no, everyone comes back
because they talked about. Well, no, they talked about in the game specifically. There's a thing. There's a part in that trailer or in that cinematic they showed where somebody gets knocked off the construction site, but Spider-Man hits him with the web and saves him or whatever. And so they talked about that in the behind closed doors. I think the Kind of Funny guys talked about it. I think the Giant Bomb guys also talked about it. They said, yeah, Marvel was very adamant about Spider-Man not being the cause of anybody's death. So we're going to respect that. We're going to do what we have to do that. And I think that's fine. That's fine. Stay true to the character. Do what you got to do. But yeah, that would be pretty interesting if you end up playing as Miles Morales.
That would be awesome.
Later in the game or whatever.
Yeah, I'm excited for that Spider-Man game. Like
the last major exclusive thing I want to talk about is I know something you're super pumped about also. And that's Detroit Become Human. Oh my god.
Or as I like to call it, Detroit Rock City. Holy shit, does this game look so awesome. Yeah. I am so excited for this game.
I like the idea of the whole civil rights storyline kind of thing with androids.
Yeah, it just twists the perspective on robots and humans. And like, anytime we see any kind of sci-fi movie, it's us versus the robots and never the other way around. So it's going to be very interesting to play this game. And as far as like these robots that are awake, you know, like do they have rights? You know, it's
very
it's a mind fuck.
So this is the thing that it came out of it being very happy about.
Very.
Everybody said, "Yo, this is very Heavy Rain. This is not Beyond Two Souls. Beyond Two Souls is great, but that was a game where if you just let it sit idle, it would basically play itself.
Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah. But Heavy Rain is something you had to consciously make choices in. They said that this is way more Heavy Rain than Beyond. But it seems like they've taken the best things that we talked about. The gameplay of Heavy Rain, which I know a lot of people didn't like, I thought was awesome. And the storytelling and character development of Beyond. And they're like having a sexy baby, and it's called Detroit. It's called Detroit Become Human. Dude, no release date.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think they did say 2018. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping it's 2018.
I don't think they said a release date.
It's crazy.
Whatever it is, take your time.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Make it right.
I'll be patient as long as it comes out right, and as long as this can beat my favorite so far is Beyond Two Souls. If it can beat that, oh my god! But I don't know what can beat Beyond Two Souls. That game is just so fucking good.
Yeah, it looks dope.
I love that fucking game, and this game looks amazing, and I have full faith in what they've produced because they've for me as far as their games. The only 2 that I played. 3?
Yeah. There's 3 games, but you've played 2.
I've only played 2. Yeah.
But you can get the 3rd. You just need a bigger hard drive.
Yeah,
because it's on PS4.
It's on PS4.
Yeah, Indigo Prophecy is on PS4.
I'm gonna have to buy
as
that.
a PS2 classic.
Yeah, I feel like this year, now that I have the Switch, I'm gonna be more into gaming, and probably gonna put YouTube on the back burner for a while.
I'm telling you.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna side tangent. I'm gonna because I've been moving shit around in here. I'm gonna make this area right here a dedicated streaming area.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, I don't know how or when, I'm gonna get a new table. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have to get another camera, and I want it to be dedicated just for streaming and be a streamer now. I'm gonna be a streamer because I figured if I stream my gaming, then I have no choice but to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
fair enough.
I'll be accountable. I mean, technically, no one's gonna fucking watch, but I'll be accountable to myself and probably you and Bryce watching.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Detroit Become Human looks rad. I don't think I'm missing anything first party, but they definitely showed a lot of third party stuff.
There's some few third party stuff. Yeah.
The thing that I really enjoyed about this press conference is I was watching it, and it was one of those things where Sean Layden came out and he's like, "Hey guys, welcome to Sony press briefing. Here's some games," and then they showed a shitload of games. And then at one point I was like, "Man, that's a lot of games. How long has this been going on?" And then Sean Layden came back out and he goes, "Whew. Man, that was a fast hour, wasn't it?" And I was like, "Holy shit, it's been an hour!" And they showed a crap load of games. And that's a great theme this year. Like with the half hour that Nintendo did, they showed a lot of games. With the hour and a half that Sony did, they showed a lot of games. And I know they spent a lot of time at the end on Star Wars, which
is one of the big popular titles.
Oh no, it wasn't Star Wars. That wasn't them.
No, that was EA.
That was EA. They showed a lot of Spider-Man at the end of there.
Spider-Man was what they showed.
Yeah. And a little bit of Destiny. They just showed.
They showed some Destiny. Yeah.
Coming like a couple of strike exclusive.
Exclusive strikes. New weapon upgrades.
Weapons.
Kind
exclusive,
of what we already knew, but video of it.
I was sitting there and I was like, "Do I pre-order now?
Dude, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you because, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if I should get digital. I want the digital, but at the same time, it's like, should I not get the big pack? Should I wait on the big pack? Because I don't want to get fucked over.
I think so. Here's the thing. I think this sucks to say, but if I pre-order, I think I'm gonna pre-order physical, and I think I'm gonna go through Amazon. If I don't pre-order, I'm gonna wait 2 weeks because then the price will drop a little bit because that's the way games have been going.
Well, after
lately.
It comes out.
Yeah, but I think I'll pre-order it. I still really enjoy the idea of putting discs into my console, you know, for whatever reason. But yeah,
I think I'm going more digital lately.
Okay.
Just because it's more convenient.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
only go digital. Yeah, I think anytime I go digital, like I wish I went digital on the first Destiny just because like I played so much of it. And I think I would probably do that if I know I'm gonna play it for a lot.
Yeah.
Like. Play it for a lot. Play it a lot.
Words, Rick, words.
I'm good with words. So I'll probably get a digital. I just like my dilemma is whether or not to get the bundle or wait or just a regular.
Yeah, I don't know because like we both kind of got screwed. Well, I did really because I bought the Guardian edition or whatever, and that included like the Vault of Glass whatever thing, but it didn't include anything else that came in that first original pass or season pass or whatever. And then like so to upgrade, I would have to buy the Taken King separately, which was selling on sale for like $10 recently. Then I have to buy forward, and then it's like it would cost me less money to buy the complete collection than to buy everything piece by piece that I would have to do now. So I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I might just get the base game and play through that, and then maybe just buy the DLC as it comes out, get the season pass as it comes out or whatever.
I'll do that because I definitely want to get the beta.
Yeah,
so I'll probably do that.
That's in July, right?
That's in July,
yeah. I'll probably pre-order it in July then. I'll pre-order it.
So, anyways,
but yeah, man, I really liked coming out of Sony and seeing all those freaking games, man. All those games. Speaking of showing a shitload of video games, let's talk about Microsoft, man.
Microsoft, holy shit!
Wow,
Microsoft.
did they show a lot of video games?
The thing it was all trailers.
Yeah, but it's a lot of that stuff is coming out real soon, which I thought was cool. Here's the thing that bummed me out about that. It's like hey guys, we just made the most powerful Xbox ever. Check out all these indie games that you can play anywhere. They're like, we got 42 games we're going to show you. Like 20 of them were indie games that you can play on like a 5-year-old PC.
That's true.
But we've got the most powerful box out there. Like that was the only problem with their messaging was like this whole most powerful box of all time thing. It's like, yeah, every new console is the most powerful box out on the market.
But should we start with the console?
Yeah. Right. I think it looks really nice. The Xbox One X.
The Xbox One X is the official title now.
Yes. It looks really nice.
4K gaming, 60 frames per second,
6 teraflops. That doesn't fucking matter. The
specs are nice. The specs are nice. You have to admit that.
They're nice, but here's the problem though, dude. Like all that's gonna help is frame rate. All that's gonna help is fidelity. Like that's not doing anything for gaming other than it's helping make it a little bit easier for people to bring games to console that are making games for PC. But we're at a point.
Drive. So if you have any 4K movies,
well, nobody buys those.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Here's the thing.
I'm like no, because like if I found a movie that was 4K, I'd probably buy it in 4K. But honestly, like, no, I think I've been going digital. Everyone's going digital.
So here's the thing. I think it was kind of telling that Sony, who is a major part of the whole Blu-ray initiative, does not have the Ultra 4K Bluray drive in their box. One,
the PlayStation Pro, right?
No, it does not.
I thought that was the whole selling point. Or it just plays in it just plays games.
That's
in 4K
the thing people are complaining about is that it doesn't.
But it plays in 4K. The games. Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
So, but it does not have the Ultra Blu-ray drive.
Blah blah blah. Yeah.
But so here's the other thing: the Xbox One S that came out last year, which was the slimmer model of the Xbox One, that has that drive in it. That's capable of 4K gaming.
Xbox One.
That's capable of HDR lighting. You don't need the One X. Not for $500. You don't need the One X.
Well, see, I didn't know that. I don't know anything as far as the Microsoft or Xbox One. Is it?
Yeah, Xbox One. So the original Xbox One didn't have that stuff. The One S, which was this, like I said, the slim model that came out last year, has HDR, has the 4K Ultra Blu-ray drive, has all the stuff that the One X has, minus the extra RAM, minus the extra processing power. And I don't think that this One X box is going to advance gaming in any way other than your frame rate's going to be nicer. Your frame rate's going to be smoother. Your game's going to look nicer. If you have a 4K TV. If you don't have a $3,000 4K TV, you don't need the One X.
Well, $3,000 if you want something big and crazy.
If you don't have yeah, that's right. They've come down in price.
Yeah,
if you don't have a 4K TV, the PlayStation Pro isn't even a thing you should get. Like the adoption rate of 4K, I guess people are saying like it's faster than what the adoption rate of 1080p was, which is cool, but it still took until, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. It took a good 10 years for people to adopt 1080p. So to say, oh, the adoption rate's faster. Yeah, well, how much faster? Is it something that everybody's going to have a 4K TV in 3 years? If so, cool. But by then, the next box will be out. And this box will be completely irrelevant.
I don't know. I think by next year, the TVs will definitely be more down in price.
I think so, too.
I think you'll probably start seeing more 4K TVs in homes.
But, I mean, okay, so I just recently, after 8 years... 7 years? 7 or 8 years, got a new TV. I don't see myself getting another TV for another 7 or 8 years because...
Really? Even if you saw a good deal on a 4K, a 42-inch 4K for, let's say, $400?
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No.
If it did, maybe, but like it's one
maybe around Christmas, probably prices drop.
Not that much, dude.
Not that much.
Not that much.
I say by next year. I'm gonna throw my hat over the wall, my non-existent hat over the wall, and say by next year we're gonna see cheaper 4Ks, because at $400 price rate for maybe a 42 inch TV.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think maybe 32, maybe, and I would say that's $500 or $600.
Nah, technology moves fast. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Although I'm not going to make that bet that Kevin and Alex made with Apple TV.
All right. If it comes out, you have to buy me one. That's funny. That's so funny.
It's funny, and they never made a television.
Nope. But yeah, like, so I think if the 4K adoption rate happens fast, which it could, but to be honest, man, like I said, I just got a 1080p TV. It's 120 hertz. I didn't want anything more than that because I don't like the
smoothing effect.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's okay for video games, I guess, but even still, it's frames that don't exist that it's doubling. I don't like that.
Oh, so, non-existent frames. Okay.
Yeah. So 120 hertz, good. All of my games, if they run natively at 1080p at 60 frames, that's how I play them. If they don't
natively, okay.
Yeah, if they don't run natively at 1080p and 60 frames, the PlayStation 4 has an upscaler and will upscale 720p to 1080, and so the TV is compatible with all that. But like the TV I got was like the last dumb TV you could ever buy. Like there's no smart TV integration, there's no Wi-Fi, none of that shit. It's just a nice TV. You've seen my TV.
Yeah, it's a nice TV.
It's a nice TV, and
I need a new TV.
So you're in that market. But there's a lot of people who are in the same boat that I am in that were like, cool, these smart TVs are coming out, so I'll get a nice full 1080p screen. It's only going to cost $500 now at 42 inches. So I'm going to get that. And that's what I ended up with. And that was 3 years ago. I don't see myself getting another TV for another 5 or 6 years. These TVs last a long time now.
And actually will hopefully be 4K. So
the TV that I did have, I gave to my cousin because she needed a TV. It was a 32-inch Samsung TV, big ass, like heavy TV. But that was only 1080i. It wasn't a 1080p TV because I got it in 2006. So it was full 720p, 1080i though. But I always ran it at 720p. I always made sure everything defaulted to 720p. And to be honest, the jump from 720p to 1080p wasn't a big deal.
It's a slight difference.
480 or standard definition to 720 was huge. Standard def to 1080, fucking huge.
Yeah.
But 1080 to 4K, people are saying looks really nice, but it's not as big of a jump as it was from standard to full HD.
You know someone named John?
Maybe.
He says, Mike looks thin AF.
Thank you.
I jumped his bones.
I don't know what John this is, but
John or Josh?
Oh, maybe it's Josh. I don't know. Thank you.
It's Josh. My name is Josh.
All right. But yeah, man, I'm not on this 4K revolution thing. I don't think $500 was the right price point for the Xbox One X, especially when it's not doing anything that anybody's really going to benefit from. Yes, nicer lighting. Yes, nicer textures. Cool. But again, the Xbox One S is $250 right now. It's very tempting. Very tempting because I want to play Halo. I want to play, even though I'm super stoked about Gran Turismo, I want to play Forza. There's a lot of stuff that I want to play. Crackdown 3 is coming out. That looks dope because I love the first Crackdown game. Crackdown 2 was coming out. But I love Crackdown 1. And this seems like a return to form of that. But yeah, that was the only bummer was like they made so much about everything being in 4K and everything being, 60 frames in 4K, 60 frames in 4K. But aside from that, they showed a shitload of games and a lot of stuff to be excited about. And Forza looks awesome. Everything they showed looked really cool. Like I like 3D platformer games, and for them to get that Lucky's Tale license, which was an Oculus Rift game, and making a sequel to that, and it coming to Xbox One, not in VR. They haven't announced their VR stuff yet, which I'm sure will happen soon. But I like the idea of all this. They showed a lot of indie games. They showed a lot of fun-looking games. But yeah, man, they hammered you over the head with video games for an hour and a half, and I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, and you didn't just get a bunch of people just talking. We actually just got trailers and gameplay footage. And Tesla's last pigeon said it's all about the HDR.
Yeah, but again, the Xbox One S does HDR.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 4, if your TV has HDR capabilities, this PlayStation 4
Oh,
can
that
do
does
HDR.
Oh, I
Not
didn't know
4K, but can do HDR.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Xbox One S can do 4K and HDR. So
Okay.
again, like if you don't want to spend $500 this fall and you don't have an Xbox One,
We haven't talked about the price yet, have we?
yeah, I mentioned that it's
you
$500.
okay.
But it's high, man.
That's really high. Yeah. I think they could have went like $50 less, and they could definitely have sold a lot more. If they really wanted to compete,
$399.
$399.
That was never going to happen because
Yeah,
there's too much power in that box. They built the chip from the ground up for it. You know, it's got
Yeah.
all that 32 gigs of RAM or some shit like that. I think 9 of it is set aside for developers, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think they're doing some cool stuff. They're making some nice advancements.
It actually made me excited for a console that I don't even have.
Yeah, same here.
With the games that they're
what stood out
within development.
That's where they showed not Last of Us. That's where they showed Life is Strange.
That's where they showed Life is Strange. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really remember right now, but as far as like some of the ones that I saw, like they looked interesting.
Forza Motorsport 7 looks really nice.
That looked really nice. Fuck, what was the other one? There's I can't remember. I also can't remember.
They showed a lot of third party.
They showed
stuff,
a lot though
which we'll get into here in a second.
Yeah,
we'll talk about.
That's probably what I'm thinking right now. Okay.
So Microsoft, awesome showing, a lot of games. They were very adamant about launch exclusive.
Yeah.
Launch exclusive.
Xbox exclusive.
But there's a difference. There's Xbox exclusive, which means it's just Xbox and Windows 10.
Yeah.
Then there's Xbox or console launch exclusive, which means it'll launch first on Xbox, and then a week or two later it'll be on PlayStation 4 and everywhere else.
Oh, I think that was shown on third party. The one by Bungie. Was it Bungie?
No, Bungie's doing Destiny.
Which
game are you talking about?
The one with like the Iron Man armor stuff.
Oh, Anthem.
Woo! Was that Xbox exclusive, right?
No, well, Xbox launch exclusive.
Launch exclusive. Yeah. Okay.
Anthem. That looks awesome.
That wasn't Bungie, was it?
No, that's BioWare.
BioWare?
Yeah, that's the guys that did Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
The
reason why you say Bungie is because it looks like third-person Destiny. Man, that game looked nice. Man, we can talk about that. That was the one that came out of that show.
That was the third party?
That's third party.
Okay.
Yeah. That came out of that show, out of the Microsoft show. I was like, oh, I want to play Anthem. That looks super cool.
Should we get into that now then?
Yeah, let's talk about like third party stuff.
BioWare.
BioWare's, yeah. That looked really dope.
Thanks, Tesla.
What?
It says Rick. It's Josh.
Oh.
It says Rick looks yummy.
Okay. So, what do you want to hit? Want to talk about EA real quick? You didn't see EA, so
I didn't see EA. So tell me about it. How was EA?
I really liked what I saw. Need for Speed, Fast and the Furious looked really cool. I'm a sucker for driving games, and I'm a sucker for Need for Speed games, and this one seems like it has a story. It seems like it's going to be open worldy. Seems like there's a lot of different types of cars to drive. I'm very excited about that. Battlefront 2 looks really cool. The girl they had come out that's playing the main character in Battlefront 2 in the story mode, she seems super fucking hyped. Like there was a point where you could tell she was like, "Fuck this teleprompter, guys! I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this game and how I feel about being in this game." She was on Sleepy Hollow, I think she said. She's an actress. She's in a bunch of stuff.
All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.
Janina Gavankar is her name, and she was on a bunch of TV stuff and all that, and she's playing the lead character in this game. Seems really cool. Like it looks really nice, but so did the first Battlefront. I'm excited to see what this story mode is all about. Because they actually didn't show too much of that. What they decided to show was the online multiplayer, and I was like, show us the story. The thing I was kind of sad about, no Amy Hennig Star Wars at all.
Oh my God, you're right, because she's part of the Star Wars.
They didn't talk about it at all. Not even like
She's not part of Battlefront, though.
No.
What is she doing then?
They talked about it last year, where she's working on a single player driven video game. Her and Jade Raymond are working on it together. but they didn't say anything about it this year. It's probably going to be the one that comes out next fall.
So that's still in the works then?
Yeah.
That's been in the works for a while now,
and
right?
then Respawn, the guys that do Titanfall, they're working on a Star Wars game also. So Titanfall 2 I had a lot of fun with last year, so I'm excited to see what they come up with. But yeah, Need for Speed. Like walking away from that, it was Need for Speed and A Way Out.
Which is one I didn't see.
Yeah, which is co-op only game where you play as two people that are escaping from prison at the beginning, and then there's other stuff you do. So it's really cool. It's like, and the way the split screen works is like, if you're doing something like just getting through the environment, and I'm doing something that's more integral to the story, it actually shrinks down your screen a little bit. So if you're walking down a hallway, all you're gonna see is you walking down the hallway. And I have more room on the screen where it's showing stuff that's actually happening and that's pertinent to the story and all that stuff.
So is this online co-op? Or
online? Well, they want people to play it sitting next to each other, but online is an option.
Okay.
So we can play it either way. Looks really cool, really, really cool. And that's where they showed a little bit of Anthem and said, come to Microsoft tomorrow for more. But Anthem looks really, really cool, man.
Yeah, that definitely stood out to me. Anthem looks pretty fucking rad. I thought the demo they showed, or
Microsoft,
I'm keeping it with all gameplay demo, yeah. I thought that looked interesting. Everyone with a fucking Iron Man suit, as everyone's saying.
Yeah. But different classes, similar to Destiny.
Yeah, but like different classes. So every suit does something different, right? So like everyone, you need the assist of someone else, just like in Destiny. Yeah. And it looks good. The voice acting was great. Sounded familiar. I can't say who, but the voice sounded familiar. The guy's voice. It wasn't.
Well, the voice that you hear, voice stuff that you heard was like the fake voice chat stuff. That's not stuff that's in game.
Okay. I thought that was okay.
That was all the whole. I hate that fake voice chat stuff. But this actually sounded more natural, which is I was kind of excited.
Yeah, that fooled me then.
Yeah,
good job.
But yeah, Anthem, A Way Out, Battlefront, and Need for Speed Payback. Really cool looking games. I'm super excited for Need for Speed, man. Super excited for Need for Speed.
Yeah, I know that's one that you were talking about.
Yeah.
We watched the trailer. We watched the trailer for it. Yeah. I'm just looking up the Anthem stuff here. Yeah. But BioWare. That looks cool. And the Need for Speed stuff. Did we get any more as far as like the story of it?
No, it was a little much. They showed more gameplay. They didn't show story yet. More story, but they showed like basically a cut down version of the trailer that they put out about the story, and then showed a lot of here's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be driving, and there's a lot of burnout looking stuff in it. Like you have to take out cars that are chasing you.
You can switch between vehicles, or am I thinking of a different game?
That's a different game.
That's a different game. Okay.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Okay.
That's in Ubisoft. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, man, I'm really excited about what E3 has to show. It's funny, like lately, the past few years, I come out of EA's, I think I said E3 a minute ago, EA's press conferences going, man, all those games look really fucking cool. So I'm excited for that.
That's cool.
Need for Speed is the one that's at the top of the list, though, because I love driving games. Let's talk about Ubisoft, since that's the next thing.
Brought that up.
The Crew 2, I think, is the one you're talking about.
That's the one I'm talking about. Oh my god.
Did it look cool?
That looked cool. That definitely looked
and cool. It looked really nice finally, because they had the problem with that first game when it came out was it did not look very good graphically. They since they did full on like graphics upgrades to that game over the course of it being out for the last 2 years, to where now it looks pretty nice. And they had different types of cars. They had like track cars, street cars, and rally cars. They put in monster trucks at one point. But this one has all types of cars, motorcycles, boats, and airplanes. Where like the point of this game is to be the king of motorsports. Whereas the last one was an undercover cop crime drama game. They're like, ooh, people didn't like that. Let's make it about the cars and make it about the motorsport and make it about driving. So with that, like a lot of people complained about the driving for the Crew 1. Yes, it could have used some work, But what people neglect to remember and realize was like the cars aren't going to handle great out of the gate because it's an RPG first and foremost. That game was an RPG where, oh, you won this race. You got a suspension upgrade. You got a tires upgrade. You got a brakes upgrade. You got an engine upgrade. So by the time you leveled up, the cars handled awesomely. But it like I always talk about it in the context of a regular RPG. When you start a game like The Witcher, you don't have the best armor or the best sword and the best bow and arrow. You have to earn that stuff. And that's what they did with the crew. And it's something I really liked about the crew. It seems like they've completely trashed all that, which really bums me out because I really like the loot aspect of the crew. But I'm excited to see where this game goes because all that stuff look, and you can change it any time. Oh, I want to be in a boat now. Boop, hit a button, you switch to a boat. But it looked really cool, and I'm excited for that. That's coming early 2018. They said. Yeah.
That definitely, I think it's something that we would play.
Yeah. That's where they first showed some of the Mario Rabbids World thing, which like we talked about looked really, really cool. Assassin's Creed Origins is the first time I've been really excited about an Assassin's Creed game in a long time.
This makes it game number what?
Fuck, okay.
6?
Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah. Then there was Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2 Revelations.
Revelations.
Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Rogue, which was Xbox 360 and PS3 at a time where they had moved forward. And when that came out, Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out.
Syndicate, I think, is the last one I remember.
Then there was Assassin's Creed...
Fuck.
No, Unity, and then Syndicate. Syndicate was the last one. So this is the 10th game. 11th, if you count the PSP game.
Jesus Christ.
12th, if you count the Vita game.
It's a lot of games.
Yeah.
I can't believe how... Well, I mean, I could believe it, but... God, I just don't remember buying the first one. Well, I didn't buy the first one. My roommate did.
That's such a good game. 2 was amazing. That whole trilogy of 2 is really, really good.
That's insane.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins takes place in Egypt. Climbing pyramids looks really dope.
Game looked neat.
So here's the thing I came away with. Like, it didn't look like an Assassin's Creed game, which is something that kind of bummed me out. But at the same time, I know people are clamoring for it to be different, which is fine. Be different, be better. It really reminded me of like a Far Cry game, which is fine. Like, to the point where even like you have an eagle that's basically your drone marking things. Like, come on, guys. Not everything has to have like a super tactical stealth element to it. Just make the game. Just make your game, man. Don't make a game like everybody else. And that's kind of what they did. But
it's pretty cool though.
It looks really cool. It looks really pretty. I like the setting. That's the thing about the Assassin's Creed games. The settings have always been super cool. Like you had Italy, and you had French Revolution, and you have Industrial Revolution London, which is really cool. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins looks really, really dope. The Crew 2 looks really, really dope.
I'm excited for that. I feel like that's going to be a game we're going to be playing for a long time.
I thought that's the way it was going to be with the first Crew, but Bryce got it and didn't play a lot of it, and it kind of bummed me out because I was always wanting to play that game with people, but because it was a fun game to play together. In the sense that it was like, you know how we used to just drive around and do nothing in Burnout?
Yeah.
Like we could do that in the Crew 1.
But I think with this Crew 2, it's going to add a lot more elements.
Hopefully the online is as robust as the first game. But yeah, man, Ubisoft showed some really cool stuff. Then they showed something that I don't know how to feel about because I didn't play it when it first came out. I played it when it came out as a remaster on PS3. That's Beyond Good and Evil. And they showed a trailer, a cinematic trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2. I did not like the tone. Did not like the tone of the trailer at all.
Was that the one with like the pig?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go after this, after that.
I didn't like it at all.
I have no opinion really on that.
Like, they show this long ass cinematic trailer, and then they have the balls to come out and say, "Sign up for the beta. Help us build this connected open world." And it's like, no, that's your job. You build the fucking world. I play the game. That's it. Stop this shit.
You do the work for us,
Like,
and then we'll sell it back to you.
People came out and like they were talking about it. And I was like, so what was this like? And people were like, hey, did you like No Man's Sky? Nope. Well, then you're not gonna like this because it's very similar as far as like being big galaxy or big solar systems and procedurally generated. Like, no. Make a game and then I play it. Stop this early access bullshit. Stop this help us make the game bullshit. That's your job. I shouldn't have to pay you.
How is that different then from like, let's say we played Destiny beta? Mm-hmm. How's that different than that? Is that mostly just because of online
play? The Destiny beta
handle the servers.
So here's the thing: a lot of betas aren't betas anymore. A lot of betas are just demos that they put the word beta on to make people feel special. The Destiny beta was actual beta where they were testing the online servers. Mm-hmm. This seems like it'll be an actual beta where they're testing servers and testing things, and it's like, but don't do that. Early access pisses me off. It's like, I don't want to play a game that's not finished. Finish the fucking game and then put it out.
That's also what game testers
are
for.
I shouldn't have to pay to test your game. You should be paying me
they want you to pay into it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, I mean, this game seems like it's an open, free beta. Okay. But like early access is a term I hate. It's like there's games that are still in early access that have been in early access for 4 years that are like, why should we finish the game? We already got people's money. And it's fucking insane, man. I hate this early access bullshit. Like, it's bad enough that games were shipping on discs that weren't finished that you have to download these large patches for them to be done when you get them. Yeah. But now it's like, well, here, buy this game 2 years in advance, and are we going to fish it? Oh, maybe. Again, everybody got super hyped about Beyond Good and Evil 2. I hated the tone of the trailer. Even Bryce was like, what the fuck? Because he was someone that wanted a Beyond Good and Evil 2 because he loved the first game. Yeah. The first game was really good, but this did not fucking twist my knobs at all. The thing that looked really cool, a game that came out last year that I was really excited about and just didn't buy because it seemed like too expensive. $60 seemed like a lot for it, but Steep, which was the snowboarding, skiing game that they came out with last year, the mountain sports or whatever you want to call it. They have a DLC pack coming out that's called Road to the Olympics, so they're adding a lot of stuff to it. And it seems really, really cool. And lately you've been able to get Steep for like $30, which seems like the right price to pay for that game. And me, I like games like, I loved SSX. I love snowboarding games. I love skateboarding games. I love all that stuff. So yeah. Steep kind of, there's really good. There's a demo, dude. You should check out the demo for Steep because it feels really good, the snowboarding. This is snowboarding, skiing, and raccoon suit, like parasailing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it has all those 3 things, and this is going to add more stuff because it's going to have like snowboarding half pipe, skiing slalom, skiing and snowboard big air stuff. Like, it seems like a really cool expansion, and they actually got the Olympics license, and they're calling it Road to the Olympics, so it's going to be like all like the qualifying stuff. But yeah, man, it looks really cool. Ubisoft had a lot of games that I like too, and I want. But gaming is starting to become a very expensive hobby. Yeah. So yeah, that's Ubisoft. Bethesda. They showed VR Doom, which looked really cool. They showed a little bit more of Fallout 4 VR, which Fallout 4 looked like ass in regular gaming and it's going to look like ass in VR. And if you ask me, also played like ass because they haven't changed their game engine in fucking 15 years and they're getting lazy about it. It's really pissing me off. And I mentioned it last time we talked about Fallout, but when you have a game like The Witcher that comes out that looks fantastic and plays fantastic.
Is that Bethesda too?
No, that's CD Projekt Red. It's a completely different company. But you have these big, gigantic open world games with a lot of systems in it. And like the argument for the longest time was, you can't have the visual fidelity or you can't have it without jank if you want these big open world games with these crazy systems. Like, well, The Witcher did it. CD Projekt Red has been doing it for a long time with The Witcher 1, Witcher 2, and now Witcher 3. And we have a game called Cyberpunk 2077 that's going to be coming out in the next couple of years. That's big, massive, open world RPG that looks good and plays good. Granted, Horizon doesn't have as many systems, but Horizon Zero Dawn looks fucking great. Zelda Breath of the Wild doesn't have as many systems as a Fallout, but looks fucking fantastic on a technically inferior console. Looks great, plays great, feels great. Why does Bethesda get a pass for having shitty playing games that don't look good? Oh, but there's stories, and oh, look at this open world. Like, no, it can be done well. So when they show like Fallout, no. When they show like Skyrim remastered, like, no thanks. Change your game engine, please. Change your game engine. They only between Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 had been about a decade, almost a decade, to change the Fallout engine, but they didn't. They're just using the same engine and making it look a little bit prettier. And it's shitty when you have 8 years between your mainline games. That should be enough time to build a new engine and change things around, but they just chose not to. Huh. But their first party stuff, the Bethesda. So Bethesda's a publisher, so they have in-house studios that are making games like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls games and Fallout. Then they go out and they have other studios like Machine Games that is making Wolfenstein, which looks fucking awesome. Holy crap, Wolfenstein looks awesome. It's right now Wolfenstein: The New Order, which was the game they put out 2.5 years ago, is $10 on sale digitally on the PSN. Thinking about buying it because I wanted to play through it when it came out. I just, again, got swallowed up by a bunch of other games. And now that it's cheap, I might buy it. But this game, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, looks badass. That whole trailer, it reminded me of like Tarantino-esque.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or like grindhousey type of trailers. Like, oh, dude. The game looks so fucking cool. Looks so cool. That was the game I came out of all of E3 going, I want to play that right now. Which was...
that was the game I was going to mention too, was the Wolfenstein game, which looks pretty rad.
Yeah.
Bethesda... I thought Bethesda's present was pretty good.
I like the presentation aspect of it. Bethesda Land.
Yeah.
Like a Disney-esque type of thing.
I like their presentation a lot as far as what that goes. And what they showed. Like, that'd be really cool to play Doom in VR. Just because, like, already, like, watching some gameplay footage of, like, how Doom plays, you know, and how graphic you mentioned it is. Now imagine playing that in VR.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to play in VR. Fallout, I'm not familiar with as far as... I never got it. Mm-hmm. My coworker got it. He played it for the Xbox. And he was actually kind of let down by it, too.
Is this the same guy that's all about Skyrim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He was let down by Fallout 4.
God, that game really...
And
all Fallout games start really strong. Like their first hour, fucking rad because it's all world building, and then it's like, okay, go into this mediocre looking world and do these mediocre looking feeling tasks.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never really played a Fallout game, so I can't really talk much about it. But from his perspective, he kind of he enjoyed it, like kind of what you said, for like the first 2-3 hours of it was a lot of fun, and then they got kind of to the point where I have to start collecting this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like,
gotta all right, build settlements, tower defense bullshit.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that either, but because I'm not gonna compare it to that because it's really not. I'm gonna say with Zelda. Mm-hmm. You do gotta do these different tasks, but you actually go somewhere and move forward. Mm-hmm. And he said with this, he didn't really feel like he moved forward at all.
Yeah, that's definitely how it felt. I played it for about 6 hours. I rented it to play it, to check it out, see if I wanted it. And
yeah,
it's one of those things that if I could get it for really cheap, I might give it another shot because I hated the way Fallout 3 played. But I really liked the story, and I liked the world, and I liked the characters.
People like the story.
I liked the writing.
Sure. Yeah.
But just actually playing the game was a fucking chore.
Yeah, which is weird because he's the one that loves the Skyrim games and all that. So
you should.
I think it's just the world. He likes that world more.
You should pick up a copy of Fallout 3 on Steam. It's probably really cheap, and give it a shot because the story is really cool.
When the time comes, man. Yeah. When the time comes.
Yeah.
Like I said. This year, as soon as I get a station, I'm gonna start playing more games. Mm-hmm. Got further in Zelda, a lot further in Zelda.
Oh, cool! You're off the plateau.
Got a fucking horse. Yeah.
Oh, you're way off the plateau now. Sweet.
I got a horse.
Did you get a stable?
I just have no. That's what I'm still looking for.
All right, Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft. There we go. Or no, the Bethesda.
Bethesda. Yeah, I really liked their presentation. Really liked their presentation.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I thought it was funny that they sent all this shit out and had invited people to a press conference. We're like, hey, what's up, guys? We're Bethesda. And then they just basically hit play on a video for everybody in the theater. And then at the end, well, wasn't that fun? Good night. It was like, we could have just watched this at home. Why did you make people come at 9 p.m. to watch your fucking press conference? That wasn't a press conference. It was a sizzle reel, but it was a very cool, effective sizzle reel. I liked it a lot.
Effective, yeah.
Overall, how did you feel about E3?
Overall, I thought that was a great E3. Yeah. I really enjoyed it as far as like what I saw last year.
A lot of it was what we saw last year. We just saw more of it this year. And
that's true. That's very true.
That's again another knock from people. Is like, we didn't give us anything new. It's all shit we already know about. It's like, yeah, but like, this shit's coming.
Good gameplay, and I bet our perspective might be different even if we went there, because then we could actually get our hands on some of this stuff too. Perhaps
I think our perspective is different because we are consumers and not journalists or in the.
I mean, even if we had got to go there just to fuck around, and, mess with the games
for $250, you could have this year. And I heard it was not a very good experience. They opened it to the public.
Oh, they did open it to the public? Oh, I didn't know that.
15,000 tickets sold. That's how many they sold. $250 a piece.
I kind of see it more as the experience.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, if we got to the point where we can go there as journalists or whatever, like, I don't give a fuck if I'm a journalist. I'm just going to go try to have some fun.
I went to E3 once.
Well, yeah, I know you went before. Once. And then Bryce went, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago for us?
Yeah.
But like even just to go as to like immerse yourself in it, like that'd be fun. Like I'm really looking forward to hopefully going to TwitchCon this year.
Okay.
And I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with Bryant because now that he has Saturdays off, he says he wants to go.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So you can come with us, of course, obviously.
When is it?
It's Saturday. Well, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Long Beach.
When?
October.
October. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's October. I think it's like the 20th, 21st, 22nd. And I definitely want to go.
Yeah.
I just want someone to go with me.
That's fun. Yeah. So yeah, overall, like I felt like E3 was really cool this year. Again, I wish more stuff had solid release dates and not just like, hey, this fall. Hey, early spring. Hey, here's Pokemon that's got no logo or date. Hey, here's like with Sony, like they showed this really cool God of War thing. I wish that at the end they would have been like, coming this fall or coming next spring. Like there was nothing like that.
Which is,
it bums me out that
it sucks, but at the same time it's kind of good because then maybe they won't have the pressure of like, fuck, we got to get this out fucking soon.
Yeah, that's definitely.
So that's why I'm not too upset with them not putting physical dates or as far as even just this fall or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's cool with me. I don't care. Take your time, get it done right, and everything will be cool.
Yep. What's the thing you're most excited? Like, what do you want now? Like, this is what I always say at the end of.
What do I want now? Right.
What's the game that if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, Rick, you could have this right now. It's done. We're just fucking with everybody. It's done. You can have it now if you sell your soul."
If I sell my soul, fuck.
Well, if you could have, what game would you want if you could have it now?
Okay, I'll do you one better.
Okay.
One game that you could have right now, and the other one, if you want it, you got to give us your fucking soul.
Okay. One
game I would want right now. Oh fuck, that would probably be. With no strings attached, would probably be Detroit.
Same here. I'm going with Detroit.
Yeah. If that game is just like I said, I love this company. I love what they do. I love their style of gameplay.
Me too.
Cinematics of it, the immersiveness of it.
You and
the decisions you have to make to get through this game. Like fuck, I would want this game right now.
We are in a very vocal minority that.
We are.
For all its faults, like there's guys that, like Brad Shoemaker. He's like, yo, for all its faults, I love what Quantic Dream does. For all its faults, and Greg Miller's like, for all their faults, I love what Quantic Dream does. And you and I I guess that's good company. Greg Miller and Brad Shoemaker and us. Like,
Yeah.
we're in a very vocal minority that love that company and what they do.
Yeah, and I've noticed that too on Twitter, as far as like going through the Twitter streams of both E3s and them announcing it. Like, there's a lot of people that they do get hate, you know, and there's a very small amount of people who actually love what they do.
Yeah.
Despite its faults, I guess.
So that's the game you want now with no strings attached.
Yeah. For something that I would have sold my soul for.
Right. Pokemon? It's Pokemon.
It would probably be Pokemon. I'm actually... Well, because I know it's not done yet. Yeah. Oh, but like, we're saying that it's done.
Yeah, we're just fucking
okay,
with
then
you.
Fuck yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Take my soul, Nintendo. Here you go. I don't need it. I don't got one anyways.
I don't know if there's anything I would sell my soul for right now.
But you're on the same line as far as Detroit?
Yeah. Like, it's funny. It's weird for me to say this because...
Oh, but you got the crew as well.
You know me, and you know how I feel about this character, but...
Oh, fuck, I forgot about Destiny.
Spider-Man looks really good. It's between Spider-Man and Destiny for the game. I want. Yeah. It's weird, because usually it's me like, oh, yo, I want this Need for Speed, or I want this Gran Turismo, or I want this, you know, others, or, you know, but Destiny's coming out in 2 months, dude. We can wait on that.
Yeah,
we don't need to sell our soul for Destiny. We don't need to sell our soul
for Destiny. Well, I would have changed that to want right now, but yeah, that is not far from
that's basically right now.
Because I will sell my soul for fucking Pokemon Switch right now, Nintendo.
I think Anthem looks super, super interesting, and as much as I enjoyed Destiny and playing with you, and as much as Anthem looks like it's that similar type of experience
style,
so Anthem seems like it is what they promised Destiny to be before they got into like production hell.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, knowing BioWare, and I know they haven't had some bangers lately, they've had some kind of misses lately, but from what I saw, and knowing BioWare and the loot aspect and the co-op aspect, I think Anthem is that. If I could sell my soul for a game, it'd be for Anthem, yeah. Because I would sell my soul for a copy for you, myself, and Bryce, and we'd all play it. Because, like, in a perfect world, that's a game I would play with you guys.
Okay, so No Strings Attached is
Detroit,
and you sell your soul for Anthem.
Anthem, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because with Anthem, we would all play.
Yeah.
All three of us.
Like, in a perfect world, I wish that's what we would have got with Destiny, but our schedules just never lined up to play Destiny. I mean, you and I, more so than, you know, all three of us. I know you and Bryce played a bunch, too, when it first came out.
But usually just me and Bryce, and or me and you.
Yeah, and we very rarely played together. Whereas, like, I feel like
that was fun when we all played together.
Yeah, and it really bummed me out because I know we all made time to play. We all made time to play Skate together. We all made time to play Burnout together.
Yeah.
And I really feel like...
What happened?
Yeah. Again.
I honestly feel like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Everyone's busy now.
So I think I'm going to make a conscious effort to make more time to be playing games with my friends because it makes games a lot better. Even it can make a bad game good.
Oh, it totally can.
So, and not that these are going to be bad games. I think Destiny's going to be amazing. I think Anthem will be fucking fantastic from what they showed. Like, just like how lush that forest looked and the underwater stuff and the fucking jetpack and fucking flying and that's the game I want for all of us right now. You know, perfect world. We all play that 3 times, 4 times a week together, you know?
Yeah. I'm kind of afraid of Anthem.
Time suck?
Well, not necessarily that, but like how much love I have for Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to take my love away.
Don't worry. Anthem ain't coming until like next fall if we're lucky.
Yeah, that's true.
And probably not even fall 2018. I bet that's a 2019 game.
Perhaps. We won't know until for sure or later. But
so what's the thing? So we talked about what we want now. What's the thing you're most disappointed about that wasn't talked about?
That wasn't talked about? Well, I mean, other than what I know would be The Last of Us 2.
Okay. There was not a peep about a Borderlands sequel, and that really bummed me out, man. I was like, damn, that hurt my heart. Maybe it'll be one of those things where, like,
It has to be still probably in development.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's in development.
It's in development.
They've been job listings for Borderlands 3. There have been job listings very publicly, so I know it's in development. I was just hoping to get some kind of word.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Gamescom or Tokyo Game Show or something, but I would like them to go like, hey guys.
When is that?
There's no date. That's
Tokyo?
Gamescom? Oh, Tokyo Game Show September, Gamescom is August.
Okay.
So here's the thing I'm hoping. They come out and go, hey guys, here's the unveiling of Borderlands 3. And it's available this month, or it's available boom. Like I want the reveal like they did with Fallout 4 a couple years ago. They did that. They're like, here's the unveiling of Fallout 4 in June at E3. And you can get it in fucking October. And it was like, yeah.
You want something like that?
That's what I want.
Maybe that's what they're aiming for.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But yeah, Borderlands is the thing I'm most disappointed that there wasn't any talk about at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really surprised by No Last of Us 2.
Like,
I figured maybe we'd get a little something, but
yeah, right? Like just another trailer or something, right?
Which is fine. I mean, go ahead, concentrate on the fucking game.
Work on
Give
it.
us another fucking Rockstar game.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing also that I forgot to mention too, we kind of didn't really touch on it, I feel like, was the Uncharted Lost. What is it called?
Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy.
I'm not gonna play it.
I know you're not interested because you're not really a fan of the Chloe character.
Or Nadine, really.
Or Nadine. I'm not a fan of Nadine, but I'm a fan of Chloe. I know you don't like Chloe. But
Chloe can
we got a trailer, or we got more stuff for this. But here's the thing, I can't really talk about it because, again, PlayStation, you fucked up your stream.
Oh, you didn't hear anything?
I didn't hear shit. I just saw action scenes. So fuck you, PlayStation.
Yeah. So the thing, that was disappointing because, again, it's characters that I don't really care about. And two, it didn't have that Uncharted vibe to it. It was like, hey, you know the thing that
I wouldn't know.
You know the thing you don't like about Uncharted? The combat? So much combat? Here's a game where it's all combat. Like, no thanks. I'll pass.
Yeah. All kidding aside, though, like, it does, as far as what I did see, it did look pretty awesome. I didn't, of course, like I said, I didn't hear it. Everyone has live issues.
Yeah, of course.
But, I'm going to rewatch that, hopefully. I should have done it before this, but I'm probably going to play it, most likely. As long as it's not like a $60 game.
It's 40.
Okay, then most likely I'll probably buy it.
So it's 40, and they're like, yo, this is a full thing. Like, apparently it's like 10 to 12 hours.
Okay, that's not bad at all for 40.
Like, it's not 20 like 4, but they're like, yo, it's like 1, 2, and 3.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. At $40, and I'll probably...
Again, first party game. It's not $60.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that, yeah.
Whew. I'm kind of like, I know it's not the case, but I'm like, baby, Gran Turismo will only be $40. Fuck no, that's going to be $60.
Oh, that's a dream right there.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think that'll kind of wrap us up for this. I really enjoyed what I saw at E3 this year. Like I said, nothing was
a lot of fun.
Nothing really made me like go, man. So.
Yeah, lots of good things coming out in the future. As far as all the developers we saw, the main titles. Looking forward to it.
To steal a line from Vinny Caravella from Giant Bomb, there's never been a better time to be playing video games.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So will that wrap us up then? I guess that's going to wrap us up for this week's episode. E3 Extravaganza wrap-up show, whatever you want to call it. So if... I totally fucked that up.
If you want to engage with us on a higher level than just here or audio, you can get us at someshitwelike.com. You can get us on Twitter at someshitwelike. Instagram, SSWL Network.
We're right here and we're right over there.
Yeah.
So follow us there, and definitely follow us on YouTube, where we cut up all this into pieces. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with Friday, the full show, full audio on Tuesday. And let us know what you think. Leave us a rating on iTunes, Stitcher. We're everywhere.
And if you think we suck, tell us
Let us know we suck. What do you want to see? because maybe we'll take it into account, maybe we won't.
And maybe if you're gonna tell us that you don't like something, tell us what you didn't like.
I know, we got our first hate comment. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty good. The way he put it was pretty. I couldn't even be mad.
I couldn't be mad either. I don't really give a shit about it.
I don't either.
But I thought it was pretty clever.
Haters gonna hate.
If you're gonna hate, be clever, because we like that.
Real quick, before we get out of here, real quick, the two new Giant Bomb hires, Ben Pack and Abby Russell, they did a podcast together for Giant Bomb this year called My First E3, and like they've been getting a lot of hate because they're new and people don't know them and blah 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 blah.
Right.
But like, so Abby was like, "Yo, this podcast is for all the haters, because you haters are my motivators." And then Ben Pack took it a full step further, and it was so like, oh god, that is so cheesy, but I love it. He goes, "The haters are like my elevators because they push my buttons and take me to the next level." And I was like, that is the worst, but that is the fucking best.
That is the best. Oh god. Until next time.
That was some shit we liked.